It's the energy coach back here with a special energy report, man. Um, on this one, we gonna be talking about niggas on the DL, man. That's the energy report of today because it's been something that's been happening for the last I don't know a couple of weeks. I don't know what the trend is, but I've been seeing it a lot more on social media. And I know it's stuff with the estrogen in the food, the trends that are taking psychological effects on the men, but it's something really that's going on. So let's jump right into it. All 12 of these women, husbands slash boyfriends, was on the down low and cheating on them with men. So I'm gonna play a couple of these videos, and yeah, then we gonna talk about it.
There's no question about that. He was the one that gave it to you. And on top of that, he was sleeping with your father.
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna have to go all the way back because that's a lot. That's a lot. And you're only 26 years old.
When I was young, my mom was married into a family. I didn't really know my dad.
Buddy was sleeping with her dad. We not gonna play the whole video, but we gonna play a good chunk of it so y'all can figure out what's going on.
My dad went to prison for touching on other people's children.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So is he a registered sex offender?
Yes, he is.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So the fact that he's a bishop and they were still like poking at him because he's a bishop and he's a registered sex offender and he's still a bishop. When I say somebody believing incest, meaning that they know that's their niece, they know that's their cousin, they know that's their children, and they sleeping with them.
Okay, so the cousin, he never penetrated you vaginally?
Only my butt.
What?
And my mom, and God bless them, my dad, they took me to my first appointment in Jacksonville. And I'm thinking I'm just, going to check on baby. And this is the first grandbaby, so everybody excited. So by my mom being a prophet, it's like she knew something. And I didn't realize it until now. But looking back at my photos, I was like really skinny. And I've never been skinny in my life.
You were told that you were HIV positive. They didn't request that your husband come in to get tested because normally they tell you to notify all your partners. Did you tell him to come in and be tested?
No, I just immediately got the police in. Because he told me he had it. And he had it for many years.
When did he tell you he had it?
The same day I found out I was positive. It was an advocate on this side. My mom was on this side. And I called him. And I said, so when you was going to tell me? And then he said, tell you what? I said, so when you was going to tell me? And he said, tell you what? And I said, nigga, don't play with me. When you was going to tell me? Tell you. And he said again, I said that you gave me HIV. And his response was, no, babe, no. I said, nigga, don't play with me. He said, who you around? I lied. I said, nobody. He said he knew he had it, and he had it for years. So I took that information. I gave it to Tallahassee Police Station. They investigated.
Sheesh.
That's how
Okay.
the drugs was getting involved. He was doing drugs real bad.
It's part
he was
two.
using our rent money to buy drugs. And then after that, it was just like, at this point, he's getting abusive. He starved me. He wouldn't let me get no water.
So Buddy was basically, you feel me, on junkie mode, and it got worse.
Like, he was just, the point is, he got tired of living a lie, and that's he'd rather be with a man than a woman. And I actually asked him that, like, why didn't you? Like, why you just couldn't leave me alone? Why was I your target? After everything you knew about yourself, why was I the target?
So when did you find out he was sleeping with your dad?
So I went through his phone one time, and
Oh, she got it. It's cool.
I'm not the type of person to believe in going through your man's phone because I feel like if you go in there, you're going to find something.
Okay.
So I went through his phone, and I noticed a butt, a man's butt.
Okay.
And the butt was my dad's butt. So I saw the messages. I know that my ex-husband, he used to trick. And I saw the messages between him and my dad. My dad was paying him to trick with him. So this ain't no they was in love type stuff. It was he was paying them. And they was
This the wackiest shit I've heard, and like, I don't know, there's some other stories too, but this was wacky.
tricking like that.
Okay. Did you confront your dad about this?
I did. My dad is the type to sweep stuff on the rug. If you ask him about being a sex offender, he ain't gonna answer. If you ask him about, marrying his brother or sister, he ain't gonna answer.
So is your dad HIV positive?
I can't answer that.
Okay. Now your husband, when you got the news, did they ask your husband to come in, your ex-husband to come in to get tested as well too?
Okay. So how that happened is the news got involved. Okay. It is a lot trying to explain at once, but when I found out, the day I found out I was positive, the mother before me that he was with called me, and she said, "Hi, you know who I am?" And I was like, "Yeah." Like at this point, I don't care about the world right now.
Okay.
And she was like, "Do you know Derek HIV positive?" I said, "I know now because I am." So my mom and the HIV advocate was sitting next to me, and God bless the dad. Her name is Carrie. God bless the dad. She had begged me to lock him up because I'm not gonna lie, I didn't want to. I didn't know what to do at this point. Like, it ain't even been 24 hours of me finding out I'm positive. I don't know what I want to do. I don't even know how to process it that this is happening to me. So, she was like, he did the same thing to her. Her son, unfortunately, ended up getting it. She found out during her labor. I found out a month before my labor. So she was just like, "It's too late for me, but you can do it. You can do it for us." There's so many people that he's doing this to, and he's not taking accountability. And I just finally gave in because when she said, "Do it for my son and your daughter."
So has your baby daddy been your ex-husband baby daddy, has he been charged with knowingly transmitting HIV?
Yes.
Okay, so um, that's a lot, man. These niggas diabolical, and the reason why this is so important is because you feel me. The dating game out here is already tough as it is. That's the reality. It's already a division amongst our people. You feel me? Like unever before, and you got dudes who is playing both sides, and they not keeping it solid with these females. They not telling them what they really trying to do, and unfortunately, a man can't do both like a woman. A woman can do both. For a man, you gotta pick a side and stay there. That's it. Especially if you're not telling them what's up. If you're not telling them what's up, because it's fucking up the ecosystem. Because now you got other niggas going behind these men with these women, and then they getting hit off the top of their head too, and then they passing it on to women, and it's a never-ending cycle, and it's causing a lot of damage out here. So men have to be better, and men have to start really keeping it solid. Keep it solid with yourself. We're gonna keep getting into it because it's really, really serious. Let's see.
Positive because I'm my husband
Hang on,
at
I'm
the
gonna start it
time,
over.
and I'm HIV positive because I'm, and I became HIV positive because I'm my husband at the time, and I'm just want to make this clear, because I've been married 3 times. My first husband, yes. So I didn't know that he was sleeping with men behind my back. So one day I was going with him to the courthouse for something, and God, he had to put this guy in our path. We was going to the courthouse because he had to go to court for something, and then the guy that he was dating, after we had just got married, we had like probably a month before, haven't even been married a month probably. The guy came up and he looked at my fingers because he seen me and him together, and then he asked him, "Well, when was you gonna tell me about her?" Yeah, so I asked him a whole bunch of questions. Why? Well, like, because I was ignorant too, like thinking that HIV was only for people that's gay, which is absolutely not true. So, I'm asking him, I'm asking him, I'm like, well, so do I need to go get tested or whatever? He's telling me that he's clean and he's good. That this is what he was telling me, he's clean and he's good. So I swept it up underneath the rug for but then like a month later after that, I got real sick to the point where I couldn't even get off the couch and take care of my 2-year-old daughter. She was 2 at the time. Shout out to Teddy Robert Johnson. He up here. That's cool because he helped me. He was there. Like he seen me go through all that. Like so that's what made me go to the doctor because at first I just swept it underneath the rug because I'm taking his word. And then probably at the same time, me being in denial for him not wanting to believe that because of course he was telling me something different, you know. Um, so about a month later, after the guy ran into us or whatever, I got real sick, couldn't get off the couch. My clothes was drenching wet. The ambulance had to be called 2 times. The first time I told them I wasn't going. The second time they took me. Got out the hospital, made an appointment to go see, the gynecologist, the women's doctor. They tested me, it was right before Thanksgiving. Um, in 2011, November 2011, right before Thanksgiving. So, but they called me on that maybe like Tuesday because you know how the doctor's office closed before the holiday, and they was telling me that I had to come in. So, and I'm asking them to just like, this is. I'm asking them, I'm like, well, can y'all please just tell me what's going on now over the phone? Like, I gave y'all my birthday, I verified myself and everything. They told me no, so I had to go in that Monday right after Thanksgiving, and I had my 2-year-old. She was with me at the time. That's the only reason why I didn't break down. Because after they read me, they said you are HIV positive. Everything just went blank.
Okay, so that's number two. Now, again, the reason why I'm saying this is because, man, it's up to these dudes for real to keep it solid. Like, man, you need to start keeping it solid. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, ladies and men too. You gotta do your own due diligence, man. Get tested with people. You feel me? You can't. It's so spooky out here, and everybody is doing just anything with anybody. But it seemed like it's such a dangerous thing that's happening. You feel me with the women because it's not it's not just going to, you feel me, to that them just catching it. It's and I'm gonna get into situations that is that's even worse, but this is not cool.
Good time, y'all. So there's this guy I was dating. For those who know me, know who this is, right? So I'm not gonna get into all the theatrics or whatever about what was happening before because there was some traumatic shit going on, right? But nonetheless, I went to Atlanta. Me and my best friend, we went to Atlanta or whatever, and we, was trying to start a new life down there. So some things went on. He ended up coming down to Atlanta with me. Now, of course, y'all, everybody know Atlanta. So it's so crazy because this man got down there and was weird. Like one day we were at Crystal's, right? And he left me at Crystal's for 3 hours. I'm finna go and get some weed. Okay, cool. That's fine. No biggie. So I buy me some food. I'm sitting there, I'm scrolling on my phone. I look up, it's been 3 hours. This man pops up with a man in a BMW. This man had told him he is some kind of producer for Tyler Perry. So in Atlanta, you would think like, okay, but no, So I'm already skeptical about it, right? And he already got a little. So I'm like, okay, we get in the car. Now I wear my expression on my face. I cannot have something on my mind and it does not show on my face. It's just not gonna happen. It's gonna be like that. So he's like, what's wrong with her? Is she all right? Lady J, is you okay? I'm in my head like, but I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. So he turns around like, what is wrong with you? This is my friend. Like, he trying to help us out, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, So we're gonna fast forward a little bit. He called us one day and was like, hey, I want to come over and, turn up. I'm like, But him being this kind of man that he was, I was just like, all right. Because I didn't want no issues. I didn't feel like fighting. I didn't feel like going through none of that. So I ended up saying, okay. So we goes over there. And he didn't got liquor, you know, he got a little Four Locos and shit. This was the Four Loco era. So I'm like, this too much. But I ain't think, you know, I'm not thinking nothing of it. So, you know, we drinking or whatever. And then it's time for, and then he's like, well, y'all can spend a night or whatever. I have a mattress. I got a little bed in the other room. I'm like, It's almost as if he set this up. So, but you know, I'm not tripping. I'm like, okay, you know, I'm drunk. I'm like, all right, cool. So
That's the problem.
I told,
Gotta be tripping.
I told this boy, I said, something ain't right. He gets mad. What you mean something ain't right? Now, you know, the signs are there and I'm not paying no attention. So I'm like, you know what? Nothing. So we fall asleep and he gets up, okay? The man gets up out of his bed, out of his room, comes in the other room, wakes him up, and asks him to do me so he can hear. Like, excuse me, bitch. What you mean? You feel me? So we end up, you know, getting
Super
in
red
it or
flags.
whatever. And this motherfucker,
Super red
Lord have
flags.
mercy. I trips over him, walking through the living room. I'm like, this man. Off the rip. I'm like, I'm ready to go home. I'm ready to go. Ready to go. I don't give a fuck. So we get up the next day. We leave or whatever. We do what we do or whatever. We outside chilling and shit. And he like, y'all want to come back over? Okay. Now, I'm a little weirded out by that night. So I'm like, I don't want to go. But to keep from getting into it with him because he feels so strongly about this man for some reason, I just say, okay.
More red
You feel me?
flags.
Stupid, right? Yeah, of course I was stupid. But this motherfucker picks us up. We drive to the liquor store or whatever. Now, mind you, I don't know what they talk about when they was texting. I don't know. So the man ends up giving him this little white bag. So you already know what the little white bag is. You feel me? So I said, oh my God. Because when he do that, I'm public enemy number one, you feel me? I wasn't really feeling that.
Another red flag.
So he ended up going to get the liquor, getting this, getting that, getting food. And we finna go to his little place or whatever. So now we get there. We drinking, we smoking, and then this motherfucker breaks out the shit. And I'm like, instantly, I'm like, I need to get out of here. But I stayed with my dumb ass, you feel me? So I stayed there, we was drinking and stuff. And he took one sniff of that shit and cut up on me, you feel me? So I'm like, damn, like, that's fucked up. Like, you cutting up on me, you want to try to knock me out the chair, all this extra shit. Boom.
Super red flags.
We goes to sleep. Now, I don't know what go on with them while I'm asleep. I'm a hard sleeper, so I have no idea what's going on. So I get up the next day. We're leaving. And, it's just a little weird vibe or whatever. So we leave, get dropped off or whatever. You feel me? I go inside of the cookout because that's my favorite place to eat down here in Atlanta. This motherfucker doubles back. Now, this boy then stole from him. I don't know what the fuck he stole. You hear me? But that man came back talking about he stole this and this, that, and the third. And I'm like, what the fuck going on? Y'all robbed me? I'm like, I didn't rob anybody. You feel me? I don't do that. So this motherfucker gonna say, you did rob me. You and that nigga robbed me. I'm like, I didn't do anything. I'm like, I was asleep the whole time. These motherfuckers then got into it. Didn't nobody steal anything. These two motherfuckers got into it while I was asleep. So that was one thing I never knew what they got into it about. But once he caused the scene outside and everybody was outside looking, and I'm like, you feel me? I'm caught in the middle of it. And this nigga says, yeah, you ain't gonna tell your old lady how every time I had you in my car, you was sucking my dick in the passenger seat.
Damn.
Yo.
That's wild.
Bitch, I don't know. I can't remember what the fuck I did. I know my brain was motherfucking oatmeal after that. Because, bitch, what the fuck you mean? So, there was Lord have mercy. Then come to find out the motherfucker he ain't a motherfucking producer for Tyler Perry, director, nothing. Tyler Perry don't even know who this man is. This man was a manager at Whole Foods.
Dang.
Then dupe this nigga. You feel me?
Many red flags.
Used to have these stories where somebody would ask him to suck his dick or whatever, and it was a man, and I'm just like, hold on, dude. You feel me? Like, this crazy. You feel me? Like, and I'm like, what you say? He talking about, what you mean? I cut up on him. I'm like, yeah, okay. So, last key fact. I'm not even gonna cap to you. Like, sex was weird with him. He wanted his, he wanted his ex to play with, and I was just like, bro.
Red flags. Many red flags.
I was confused. I didn't know what to think, and I'm just like, and I'm dumb. But that's not the reason why I stayed. But those kind.
So the red flags is super red, but for some reason, y'all just be looking past some red flags. All right, so, man, it's so many more, man. Like, it's so many more. This woman, she's talking about her found out her kid's father gave her HIV while she was pregnant. He cheated her with a transgender. Part 1, part 2. She breaking down. But it was something in particular that I wanted to go to. And so this was part of the main reason why I'm bringing this up. Is because not too long ago, a husband kills himself and his wife after she found out that he was in a side relationship with a man. This man got a whole family. You feel me? And instead of, just telling the truth, man, he exed her, you feel me, and then exed himself. So, and this is the crazy thing about this is it's becoming a common situation. It's a common thing. Like something just like this just happened in Sacramento not too long ago with a chef, who ended up doing the same thing with 2 women. He ended up killing 2 women, you feel me, and then himself. So it's a common occurrence. It's dangerous out here. I'm gonna play one last video.
You get the camera.
They gotta see, right?
I don't know if this real or not,
come
but
up in this house and you gonna try to make fights. So I need everybody to see what happens when you want to have multiple partners and one of them change their mind. This is what you get. So what's it gonna be? You gonna leave?
I'm not going nowhere.
Cause I'm not leaving Micah, so you gonna leave?
I'm not leaving. Don't make me. I'm not. Stop playing.
It's 2 things that's gonna happen. We all gonna be in this together, or you gonna get out. Cause I'm really tired of arguing today. I'm trying to go out. We can do something beautiful today, but you in here acting all crazy, and I'm not having it.
I mean, babe, I love you. What am I doing? Like, tell me.
Get
out.
No. Please.
No,
I'm not doing this with you.
Can you tell me what am I doing?
Well, you haven't provided. You don't pay rent.
What?
You don't do anything around the house unless you really feel so.
Honestly, what do you actually bring into this relationship in this house? Because as far as I'm concerned, we paying the rent, we buying the groceries, and you sitting here watching TV all day, watching Zeus Network.
I constantly listen to you anytime you have a problem, anytime you're mad with him, anytime you're mad with anything.
Girl, I'm gonna need more than that. I got a lot of people.
the fact that she even arguing with him to be with them is questionable. But for some reason, it's a lot of women, you feel me, in these predicaments, in these situations with these type of niggas, bro. I don't understand what the issue is. As far as like, I don't understand like how y'all can't see it or why y'all can't leave them or why. I don't understand why these men is even pursuing the women. Like, man, like I said earlier, pick a side and stay there. But let's continue.
People want to listen to me. I got a lot of people want to listen to me. You're going to do a lot more than that if you're going to be up in here. If this don't work.
So they listen at 1 o'clock in the morning, just tired, and they got to go to work the first thing at 6 a.m. like me at the airport. No, you know that was me.
That's what I don't understand is how you working at the airport, but you ain't got no money. Because we still paying the rent. We still paying the bills. These lights that you see, that's all us. So what you even doing?
You know what's going on.
What you going to work for?
You know, that's the whole point.
You're going to have to get out.
I got laid off.
And none of it is coming from you at all. 800's coming out of my pocket. So So I'm trying to
And I had to report this because it's gonna happen every time.
bringing more to the table than you.
Every time you try to find happiness, it's gonna be people like this. It's gonna do what they gonna do. I don't know why you ain't comfortable. You better get up, girl.
No, what? We have been in a relationship for 3 years.
Back up. Michael, let her get up for herself. But you need to get up. You need to get out of this house on your own.
I ain't going nowhere. I am the one who has been with him. I'm the one who has met his family. You're still haven't been met his sister. Have you? Me and his sister are best friends. Because we know what it's like to be around him. We need to make sure he's in a comfortable spot.
And they're gonna love me. They're gonna love me more than you.
Yo, I already told you what it was. It was gonna be you, me, and him, or it was gonna be nothing at all.
Man, when it's an option like that, ladies, man, y'all gotta cut. As soon as he bring up it's a man, it does not mix. It does not work like that. It does not work like that. I know people is serious with the whole poly thing, and I seen some things with, some females where they did have two dudes, but men don't play well like that together unless they playing on the other team like this. Now, for women, it's been more situations where, a man can have multiple wives and it work out fine. Sometimes it don't work out, but this never works out.
And right now, you don't want him in the picture, so you're going to have to leave.
I didn't say that. I just said you need to spend a little bit more time with me. Did I or did I not say that?
We're going to spend time together, and if you don't want
We don't
that.
need to spend time together.
We're going to spend time together, and if you don't want that, you can go ahead and leave. And you still here.
Exactly.
Why you still here?
Because it's
You look goofy.
I am in a relationship. I am in a committed relationship.
We are in a relationship, and you don't like that. You ain't happy no more. Everybody here happy. Michael, you happy?
I'm happy.
I'm happy. Why you not happy?
I'm happy. I don't know what you're talking about. You're trying to.
So if you're not happy, what's the problem?
You don't want to keep on lying on me, dude. That is not fair.
Ain't nobody lying. Don't say I'm lying, because I told you what it was from the start. I told you it was going to be you,
You're
me, and
lying
Mike.
and saying I'm not happy. And when I
So
told
then
you
what's
I
the
am in
problem?
love with you.
Why you here?
If
Why
you
you
just
here?
stop putting that
Why you
camera in
here?
my face for one, then I'll tell you.
Why you here?
Because I told you
we've been talking for like
because I want to work out our
minutes, you still
issues. I want to make a compromise, but you just want your way.
There ain't no compromise. I'm trying to tell you.
Compromise. What is the compromise?
We don't all have to hang out together all the time.
Yes, we do. We're in a committed relationship with each other.
Girl, you wasting my time. Girl, you wasting my time. Girl, you wasting my time.
Have to go out and be by yourself.
I don't even know why I'm keeping you around anymore, because
You don't look the same as you used to, sweetie. I'm sorry, I don't know how to break it to you, but you.
The fact that they is just belittling her and trying to put her down, another red flag. It's a lot of whackness. That's why I'm like, man, I hope this is a skit. I hope this is not like a real thing. But even if it's a skit, it's a bad skit. It's a bad joke. But I don't think it is. You feel me? So it's it's a terrible situation.
You 25 and you look 40.
and even if that wasn't the case,
Like what?
I look
Like
25.
25?
I look like 25. I look like 25. I don't know what the
With
I don't know what you're wearing now.
45-year-old mustache.
Okay, and with a mustache that's strong.
I'm just confused why she's still here. I'm confused why you still here, because if we being honest,
What are we being on?
I'm really tired of you, because Micah make sure I'm pleasant. He makes sure the house clean. He makes sure I'm eating food when I get home. He making sure that bills is paid. Together, we doing it together. When you the only one.
Pleasure. I don't make sure you eat food.
Girl, you ain't never in the mood, and he always is. So what you mean? And the times when you are in the mood, I don't even like it for real, because you're not putting in effort enough.
My bad.
And Mike can do everything to
My
make
bad.
sure
If I get
I'm
a
straight.
period and if I can't do everything and I'm not all the time. Sorry if I got those hormonal female issues. You know, it's just part
Well,
of
I'm
the
out. So what?
I
What we
can't
gonna
do
do?
nothing about that.
If you want him gone out of time, so what we gonna do?
You can find a way to adjust.
And you can look also, but at the end of the day, when it comes to being a companion, a true companion, you're not there.
Look, if you wasn't gonna be okay with it, and if you was gonna start slacking after everything started, you should have never let Micah come in. Cause look at him.
All right, I'm gonna just leave this alone, but y'all get the gist of what I'm trying to say. This is something very suspicious, going on with a lot of these dudes and ladies. Y'all gotta do y'all due diligence to put them through the fire. You feel me? You can't just rock with everybody. But you niggas, y'all have to keep it solid. Y'all gotta tell the truth. If you play for the other side, say you play for the other side. Don't pursue no women. You feel me? It's okay to do what you gonna do. Do it with the dude. But the mixing is becoming very dangerous to the ecosystem. And like I said earlier, we already have a lot of issues among our people. You feel me? And it's the gender war thing is getting out of control, and this is not making it any better. So, um, give me y'all opinions, some like, comments, and subscribe. Tell me what y'all think. You feel me? I don't got no issues against nobody. You feel me? I think everybody should be happy. Everybody should be in love. You feel me? But everybody gotta live their truth. You gotta live your truth. You have to live your truth. You feel me? And do what's best for you. But you gotta keep it solid. Keep it solid with yourself and keep it solid with those around you. And on that note, I'm going to catch y'all later.